How do you go camping when your kid is barely 1 year old? For us, it came down to one thing, a real bath and a real toilet inside the room. So we booked a trailer house 20 minutes from Lake Kawaguchi and went up with 13 other families. I filmed the whole night. I'll show you exactly what it costs, and I'll tell you the one thing about this place that nobody put in the listing. I'm 8 years in Tokyo, and this is the trip I would point you to if you're trying to get out of the city heat with a small kid. If you're planning to go camping near Mount Fuji this summer, like and subscribe, help with more people find it. The place is called Workshop Camp Resort. It's 12 minutes by car from Kawaguchi Station. Sitting in the forest at the base of Mount Fuji is about 900 meters up. That elevation is the whole reason to come here in summer. 900 meters put it's around 5 degrees cooler than Tokyo, and you have a lot of trees to cover the entire time. If you spend an August in the city, you know what 5 degrees and the shade is worth. On a clean run with no stop, it's a 2-hour drive from Tokyo. However, it took us 4. We left at 9:30 on a Saturday morning, which is already too late if you are driving out of Tokyo towards Fuji on a weekend, and we crawled the whole way to Hachioji. We stopped at Ishikawa parking area around 12:30 for lunch, and 3 hours in, we still haven't left Tokyo. After Hachioji is clear, we got to the campsite at 1:30. So here's the first useful thing I can tell you. Leave at 7, not 9:30. 2.5 hours of that drive was Saturday traffic, and none of that was necessary. Check-in isn't until 3 anyway, so if you're there by 11, you can drive around Lake Kawaguchi first, or stop up somewhere in the area and eat properly. We didn't have that option. We just show up tired in the afternoon and started setting up. We booked the BB Palace, which is a travel house, and the whole reason we pick it is because there's a toilet and a bath in the unit. It sounds like nothing, but until you got a 1 year old. At 2 in the morning, when your kid needs changing, you're not walking on the dark campsite on gravel to find a shared bathroom. You just open the door. We have air conditioning and beddings are all included, and the travel house sleep up to 9 people. The other cabins, such as log cottage, they can sleep 4 people and they're cheaper, but they don't have a toilet inside. So you still have to cross the yard to the bathhouse. If you're camping with a toddler, that one difference decides the trip. There's also a large bath in the central buildings, about 100 meters from the site, and it's free. So even the people at the outdoor campsite, they can also use it. So actually we used the trailer house purely as a bathroom. Everything else happened out at the outdoor campsite with the whole group. 14 families, a lot of people, and the BBQ space just handled just fine. The site take company trips and school groups, so big bookings are normal here. We ate around 6. It gets dark under these trees earlier than you expected, and it's probably quiet. You can hear animals at night. Around 8 we did fireworks. The site still allow them, which a lot of campsites in Japan have stopped doing. You should check the current rules when you book. For us, it was the best 20 minutes of the trip. Now I only worked this out afterward, and I wish I would know before we went. This place runs a lot of activities, and most of them need bookings. Some runs all years, like treasure hunts or photo frame makings and terrarium making. There's a barrel sauna, rainbow trout catchings. You catch it and the staff grill it over charcoal for you. The others, such as pizza making, campfire, the bracelets making, breakfast hot dog, and those only run during the special week, such as Golden Week, a bone, 3 days weekends, and also the room rate is higher on those days, but the activities are included. Actually, we went at a normal Saturday in June, so none of that was running, and I had no idea what we'd miss. And it's a lot of free stuff, a lot of amenities. The facility is very good. They have microwave, kettle, a shared fridge, washing area, a beanbag, and an 800-meter trekking course. That special week thing took me a while to work out. And if you've been to one, tell me in the comment whether the high room rate was worth it. Okay, here's the thing. Nobody put it in the listing. You can't see Mount Fuji from here. Not on the deck, not from anywhere on the site. You are inside a forest with trees in every direction. Another thing is the gravel is chunky. If you go with thin sandal, it will hurt. And if you are pitching a tent on the outdoor campsite rather than sleeping on a unit, you should bring a proper mattress, because the next day, the next morning, your back will complain in the morning. One of my friends actually said that. So to be honest, if you're booking Kawaguchiko for the mountain, you should book somewhere else. There are places nearby that sell exactly that. And this place is a forest campsite that happened to be near Fuji. The trees are why there's no view, and they're also why it's cool up here. Once you know that up front, it's fine. Next morning, we made yakisoba. We clean up the site and pack out. On the way home, we stopped at Lake Kawaguchi. The weather was nice. It's a little bit raining, but it was very cool. So over the money, the trailer house cost us around 35,000 yen. Our rental car was around 16,000 yen. So it's 23,000 for the vehicle round trip. So if you have small children and camping feel kind of impossible right now, I recommend you the way I do. Take a trailer house or the cottage and leave Tokyo before 7. Subscribe for more expat life in Tokyo, family trip, real costs, and the stuff nobody wants you about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.